Hey YouTube, it's 19Bigfoot85 again. What's going on, guys? Coming to you tonight. Got another video game review, another one of my NES game reviews. Gonna be doing a game tonight that I have kind of reviewed in the past. If you remember, I did a few months back, or may have been it was last year sometime. I did a video review of Ms. Pac-Man for the Sega Genesis, the Tengen version. It was a very good game. Well, tonight I'm going to be doing basically the same game, but this is the NES version. This is Ms. Pac-Man on the NES. Again, by Tengen. My cartridge is a little beaten up, and it's got some permanent marker on there. It's got the Tengen caution, the Tengen seal of quality. That's what they call it. Say it's for play on the Nintendo Entertainment System. You know, it gives you precautions. Everything is your standard Tengen cartridge. It's the black unlicensed cartridges we've pretty much all seen before. But this was done in around 90, sometime in the 90s. I'm not exactly sure of the date. But I'm gonna go ahead and pop it in here, and of course, in typical Nintendo NES fashion, gotta blow in the cartridge. Get a little opening screen. You see Blinky run past, and you get the Ms. Pac-Man main screen. Now, give me a second. I'm gonna turn off the light. And just like in the arcade game, you get the same opening you did from the arcade game. Ms. Pac-Man. It shows all the ghosts. Inky, Blinky, Pinky, and for some reason they turned Clyde into Sue. And yes, Pac-Man is in this game if you play two-player game. And Ms. Pac-Man is in it too. And Junior Pac-Man makes a small appearance in it. But as you can see, it looks vastly different. It sounds vastly different than the Sega Genesis version that I previously reviewed. Which, if you haven't already watched that, you can go back and check that out right now. But, you know, just like Tengen, in the Sega Genesis, you can have the one-player or the two-player alternating, or competitive or cooperative. You can turn the pack booster on by using A or B, or you can leave it on. You can have the difficulty at different levels, which at different levels it speeds up. You also have the arcade, mini, big, and strange, and starting level. Now I'm just going to go ahead and press start. You know, it's basically just Ms. Pac-Man, kind of game that never gets old. But if you notice, it does sound vastly different than the Genesis version. But that's simply because, you know, the NES and Genesis use two different sound processors, and they were two completely different powered systems. The Genesis being 16 and the NES being an 8-bit system. But the gameplay is pretty straightforward. Run around the maze and eat all the ghosts by eating the pack pill, or the super pellet. Well, almost got caught there. Clear this maze for you. And there you go, you got the first level cleared. You know, it flashes, shows what score you have. About 20 more pellets, 10,000 points, you get the extra life. And there it goes. Got the extra life, you heard the alarm go off. And I got the extra life. So I now have 3. Strawberry. And, you know, it's all like we know in Ms. Pac-Man. You go through this level twice, then it changes, and you go through that one 3 times, and the next one 4 times, and the next one 4 times, and then it randomizes per level. But, you know, I got caught there. I'm gonna reset the NES. And you got the intro screen again. Now I'm going to show you what it's like with the pack booster on. With just regular, you'll notice quite a speed increase. It's basically just a cheat that was built into the game. The ghosts are a little faster, but I don't know, I guess it makes it a little easier for some people. I'm going to reset it again. Now I'm going to show you what it's like on the crazy difficulty. You're going to see a whole lot of speed increase. And the ghosts are also incredibly fast. It's going to take every bit of skill you have to master this. And a lot of quick thumb motions. Oh, he got me. But I'm going to reset it again. But you know, there are some people out there who don't enjoy playing the game with this standard NES controller, as we all know. So you can use the NES Advantage or any other controller that you may have that works with the Nintendo, as long as it has a thumbstick. Yeah, try using the, what was it, Konami, that power board thing. I don't remember it. But I'm going to go through some of the more maze selections. We have the mini mazes, which are considerably smaller, fit on the maze better. And as you can tell, whenever you change a level mode, this little level 1 level marker pops up at the bottom of the screen here, next to the life counter and the prize meter. And it does that through the whole game. Of course, the crazy mazes has 25, with the last one being a very flashy maze, which, for some reason, growing up, whenever we would get to it, we called it the... Oh man, I got caught. We would call it the... we called it the supermarket level. I don't know, I guess it was because we watched Supermarket Sweep a lot when it came on. But we're going to go back into it. Going to check out the big mazes, and these are about a quarter. I'd say about a quarter of the size larger than the standard arcade mazes. As you can see, they are quite large, and there's about a quarter more pack dots again. Again, you have the life marker here at the bottom of the screen, over here and over here. And another thing that was from the Genesis version, which it came out around the same time as this, you have this little bar up here at the screen. It tells you what options you select. It'll tell if your booster's on, what maze selection you have, your difficulty, stuff like that. But I've been caught again. I'm going to reset the NES again. Tengen presents Pac-Man. Alright. We got the strange mazes, and they're different every single time. But one weird thing, when you're doing the strange mazes, after you get past the level where you get the banana, the prizes you get in the levels become very strange. You get a flower, a shoe, a diamond ring, a milk carton, ice cream, stuff like that, and even the in one of the levels, like all the sides of the levels are filled in with the word Clax. No, the words play Clax, because you know Clax was another Tengen game. And the item on that level is the Clax thing, that little hand sign thingy, or however it was, whatever, something like that. I don't remember, but that's what was in it. There's pretty much not much more to say about it. This is a very good game, another good NES title. I highly recommend it for anyone who has an NES. And who is a big fan of Ms. Pac-Man. Also, there are other versions of this game that were released on the NES. There was a licensed Namco version. There were two versions of Miss Pac-Man on the NES. There was this Tengen version that you're seeing here, this one, and there's one that is actually licensed by Namco for the NES. It's actually a fully licensed version. I wasn't too fond of it because, well, the levels were weird colors. Like the very first level was green, but it does play. It is actually, the whole maze is on one screen, like the Pac-Man on the NES. Well, that's all I've got to say about it. It's a really good game. Highly recommend it. Pick it up if you ever get a chance. If you don't, find it on an emulator somewhere. This has been 19Bigfoot85, and I'll see you later. And if you haven't already, go ahead and click that box up there in the corner and subscribe. Bye.